So, a lot of people wanted an update on the build. Let's get to it. So, before we get into the build, I just want to say I do apologize. The garage is a little messy, but who's to say and who cares, right? Who cares? And then if you guys stay towards the end of the video after we go through the upgrades that I've done on this machine, I will explain the whole, not the whole story, but a good short story of why I chose and went with the Canam when I used to have a Polaris Razor, a 2015 Polaris Razor 900S. So, without further ado, let's get to it. For the ones who don't know, this is a 2021 Canam X3 XRS Maverick Turbo RR. It's the 195 horsepower machine, and I love it. So I picked this up about 5 months ago and did a lot of upgrades. Yeah, it's dusty. I washed it yesterday, and I went on a ride today. And now it's dusty again. So who cares, right? That's what they're made for. So anyways, let's go over it. You guys seen when I bought it. For the ones who actually follow this YouTube channel, my community, woo, growing strong. But for the ones who don't know, it was pretty much stock. It had those 30-inch bighorns, since that's, you're going to wonder, that's like the biggest upgrade, technically. They came with the 30-inch bighorn tires, which are terrible. But before I actually get started, this machine has about 430 miles on it. So yeah. Anyways, so I went ahead and picked up, I just mounted these. It actually smells very good in here. It smells like new tires still. These are the BFG, the Baja, or whatever, Mud Terrain T8, the Cam 3s. These are the 32 by 10 by 14s. I'm still running the stock beadlock wheels, and a lot of people say they didn't fit, but they actually do fit. And I really love the amount of ground clearance it's got, and yes, you can put a paint bucket under there. Like, it's so much clearance in this thing, and I love it. But anyways, so that's what I did with the tires. I upgraded the tires instantly, went from a 30 to a 32. Then I went with it's a little foggy right now, but it's just because she's dirty. I went with the Super ATV half windshield. I was going to do a full windshield, but I didn't want dust circulating. And then, yeah, so I went with that. It's very sturdy. I love how it like goes in between right here. It makes this piece actually rattle, any X3, it'll rattle right here. But with that windshield going in between it, it actually prevents it from rattling. So that's pretty awesome. And then I went with some Chupacabra, I can never pronounce that right, Chupacabra Mirrors. Love this. Actually a very, very good company. I shout them out right now because two things. One, very good quality mirror, and like sturdy. It's great. I'm actually going to end up mounting them down here. They did come with a roll cage mount, so I will be doing that. However, on the trail, this actually, one of these little bolts in here rattled loose, and I didn't roll it. I don't know why there's scratches. Oh, I think I hit a tree, but I didn't roll it, if you're wondering about that. Anyways, on the way home, long story short, this passenger mirror, not this one, but another one I had, rattled loose, fell off on the way home. And I contacted Chupacabra. That's their little sign right there. And I hit them up and told them the story. And they sent me a brand new mirror for free. Love it. They stand behind their product, and I stand behind them. They're awesome. Awesome people. Very good people. So with that being said, I don't think I did anything on the interior. I'm pretty sure I didn't do nothing on the interior. So we went with the tires to the mirrors. And then back here is a very good upgrade. I don't even know if I can. Oh, there we go. I got some light. You can actually turn the flash on this thing. So that's cool. Before we get to this, I don't remember the company, but I guess, well, that's the company name. Exami. I don't know. Who's to say? Yeah, it's really dusty too. But it's like a back tailgate, so things won't fall out when you're riding. And I normally would have an ice chest sitting here. And then I mount or strap it in. And then this actually prevents it from, sliding around even more. Pretty sturdy. it's a very good $90 investment. It really is. Could you call it an investment? Probably not. But it makes the machine look good. Look fantastic. It blends it all in. There's no gap here anymore. It's just all flush. I like it. Well, not quite flush, but you know. I will eventually get the Canam cooler that comes back here, and it mounts into these link spots, I guess, if you will. So then with that, I bought, obviously when I bought the BFGs, I bought 5 of them, and it has, I don't know if you can see it, I can't, but I raised you guys up. It does have the 32-inch tire up here, matching all 5, and it's got a stock 2019 wheel on there, so it's just a spare. Probably will never use it. It's a waste of a tire, but maybe I'll use it one day. Hopefully not, but maybe I will. Who's to say? And then I put this. I'm not trying to cheap out on this machine. I figured if I'm gonna buy something that's a lot of money, might as well just do it right. Don't cheap out on nothing. There's a lot of cheaper brands for spare tire carriers. I could have got away with spending $150, but instead this thing was $500 almost. And the reason why is because it works with the cooler, the Canam cooler that I'm going to get. A lot of you guys know it sits in here, and you're probably wondering, well, how are you going to open it when you got this big old tire in the way? You can't even open it up to grab your cervezas. Well, that's where this comes into play. You flip that switch. You flip this switch. I don't know if you noticed, but there's some shocks right there, right? And then all you got to do, see that yellow one? All you do, check this out. For the ones who don't know, boom. Look at that. It lifts straight up. See if I can get it to focus a little bit. Not very good, but there it is. You can focus it. You lift it up, you grab your beer or water, soda, whatever you want, sandwiches, and there you go. And it holds up to like 85 pounds. I think this tire and wheel setup is like 64 roughly. I'm not too sure. I don't really care. I'm not into racing, so I don't really need to care about weight. But yeah, it lifts straight up. That's why I want to do it right. And since we have this open, that's pretty much it. I'm actually going to upgrade the sound deadening. It already has sound deadening for the clutch and the turbo and all that, but I am going to upgrade that. And I'm also going to put a big or a blow-off valve on it with the shocker setup and all that jazz. But with this tire rack, you do have to, for anybody who is interested in it, you can buy those things, these racks anywhere. And you do have to move your reservoirs to the right, 90 degrees. Not a big deal. So anyways, you want to bring this thing down, you just like that, drop it, and close her in. Now it's hard to do with one, well, maybe it's not that hard to do with one hand. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So, and it comes with the Y strap. I don't know if you guys saw that, but little Y strap hookup. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And for the upgrades that I have on the machine, I don't think there's any more. I do have a lot more upgrades. If you are enjoying this so far, let me know what you think I should do to this. And if you are interested, maybe I'll make a whole nother video on upgrades that I'm going to do. So with that being said, let's get into the story, and it'll be a short story. And yeah, I'll tell you guys why I decided to go to Canam. All right, so the reason why I went from my 2015 Polaris RZR 900S to this 2021 Canam X3 Turbo RR, well, not only I changed because of the power, I changed because the RZR just wasn't enough for me. It really wasn't. I'll come out there and say it. I needed something that was more predictable and more comfortable. A little bit more power is great. I mean, I'm not a speed demon. I love everything, and I just needed something that was durable, honestly, and reliable. The RZR I was having, the RZR I had was just having so many problems, and I was just constantly building and putting new parts on it, like all the time. It was pretty much reliable, I should say, but after every ride, I was ordering new parts, either on Babbitt's, I was ordering parts on Super ATV all the time. And it was a mess. So I needed to upgrade. And so I went to I found some dealers who sold these type of machines, and I went there and I said, hey, they said, what are you looking for? And I said, I want either a Razor Turbo S or I want the X3, this one right here. And so they said, okay. Actually, it took me, that's a whole nother story. If you guys want like a whole in-depth story on how I bought this thing and why I bought it from this person or why I didn't buy it from them, let me know, because Razor just wasn't cutting it for me, long story short. So thank you guys for watching, and I think I covered everything that I could remember. And other than that, I'm going to take some liquid Tylenol and I'm going to go edit this video. And again, let me know what you guys think. And we'll see you guys out on the trails. And then for the ones who watch my channel, we'll see you guys tomorrow for a brand new video. Take care and goodbye.